We're now joined by the Western Carolina Catamounts. We have with us head coach Jonathan Sippas, along with student athletes Allie Holofield and Grace Pack. Again, we'll have an opening statement from Coach, followed by questions. If you have a question, raise your hand. We have a mic. Coach.
Yeah, I really appreciate the opportunity that all the teams in the Southern Conference can participate in the women's basketball championship. Hats off. Obviously, Chattanooga was the preseason favorite. Had a little bit of a rough road. Still finished with the championship, and they're well coached. They've got a lot of obviously very talented players. I thought each of our games we've played with them, we've had really good spurts, and I think the same thing today. We didn't do our best job guarding Gianna Corbett, but we got through that stretch, and then we got it to 5 in the second quarter, and kept it within, I think, striking distance, and then obviously had to play a little different lineup. We're kind of used to that as Western Carolina Catamounts in 25-26, but I'm really proud of our team. I know it hasn't materialized in the success level that any of us hold as a standard, but just being able to fight, being able to believe. I was really proud of our team, and obviously to have a senior up here with me and Grace Pack go out with a double-double. Allie Holofield, who's played out of position all but 2.5 games this year, be able to change. Last time we played Chat, she had greater than 1 turnovers, we will say. Just run our team and still be able to score the basketball, and so we wish Chattanooga the best in the next round, and we'll take some time here. I think you have to do some self-evaluation as coaches, give the players some time off. Allie has more hematomas from taking charges, and she needs to get her body right, and I'm excited because I know what a great future Grace Pack has and whatever she decides to do. So, but we definitely appreciate the opportunity and look forward to getting a head start on the 26-27 season.
Questions? Fourth row.
Steve with Greenville Sports Media. Coach, before I ask you a question, Grace, is there just anything you want to say? You look like you got some thoughts right now, so I wanted to give you an opportunity to say what you want to say.
Oh, well, thank you. One thing I would like to say about this team is how resilient we are. Obviously, our record doesn't necessarily show that, but we've been through so much, both on and off the court, and we have stayed so connected and so tight through all of it. So, obviously, I wish it would have ended up different, but I'm just really proud of this team.
Coach, is there anything you'd like to say to the fans that are stuck by you guys this season?
Yeah, I think, again, one of the things that makes Western Carolina such a special place is the people. And whether it's our fans, it's the band, it's the cheerleaders, the dance team, just continuing to support us when we haven't produced the wins that we think we're capable of. And, I think a lot of things you can do is you can run and hide from it. But I think Western's the type of place, like our kids were super excited last night when our baseball team beat, 11th ranked Georgia, and the success our men's team has so far, winning 6 in a row. And since we're not playing, I plan on being here on Saturday night because that's the connection I think people have at Western Carolina. I know that's the connection, the Holofield family, has going back a couple generations, and why we're fortunate that, we got Allie to join us this past spring. So, we're going to keep working at it. And I think we have, people that understand. We have a staff that's proud to represent Western Carolina. We have players that we think will continue to join our family so that they can look and we continue to be, we've got to be better representatives for women's basketball for Western Carolina. But that's never swayed. And I think that's something I've appreciated over these past 2 years. With wins or losses, the Catamount Nation stays with you.
More questions in the back?
Marvin Parker, WLOS Asheville. For Allie, what's this year as a Catamount been like for you? And then I know you're a redshirt sophomore, so did you have any words or a message as still the leader of this team in the locker room afterwards?
Yeah, so coming off, I transferred in from Memphis and I tore my ACL, and I was just looking for a new place to just really develop my skill and all that, and I couldn't have done it without a coach that believed in me, and then also the players that believed in me. we had our freshman Ellie. She went down earlier in their season, and I kind of had to step into the point guard role of just like leading the team and just figuring out ways to just be a better teammate for my team on and off the court. And I think I know Grace and Ari were great leaders of our team, and I'm just looking up to them and figuring out how I can be a better teammate for all my other teammates. And then for next year, I just want to say we're not done. We fight all the time, and we'll have a different season next year, and I know we will for a fact. So that's all.
Any other questions? Seeing none, Coach, thank you to you and your team for the time.
Thank you, guys.